Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. So, we have dropped quite significantly, sort of in the last few hours also since my last video, and so far this yellow count seems to be working out. Yesterday we did move all the way up to the previous high, but we haven't broken anything. In the last video, I think that was when we were up here, told you that this could very well just be the 1-2 setup. Nothing too significant, and that the way we came down here was also quite impulsive. So it actually suggested to be in a wave 3. We made a new low. That to a degree confirms the break of this triangle. Yeah, we talked about this A, B, C, D, E triangle. The wave E could very well be finished here, especially as we now broke below the low of the wave D. It was not a substantial break, so we only really went below it with a wick. So for me, that's not enough yet, as a break of the D wave is always only an indication that the triangle breaks into the expected direction, and the expected direction is down from here, because it would normally be expected to break to the opposite side of the wave E. A real confirmation for such a break of a triangle is the break of the B wave, and that is the 31.4 cent level. We're not far away from that. I also must really say that if this really is a wave 3 that's coming down here, it is probably not finished yet, because this sideways consolidation would not really imply that we are recovering already massively. And also what we can do, we can take a look at the target for the wave 3. I might have given you that in the last video, I can't remember, but it would have been the 1.618 extension at 31.2 cents or 31.3. So if we really get there, it would be a good confirmation that the triangle is broken. But as you can see, the 31.3 cent level is pretty much just below the B wave low. So yeah, it would confirm that the triangle is broken. It's a bit too early to confirm it. However, it's all pointing in that direction now. We have reached a 1.236 fib extension. That's not an ideal target for a wave 3, but it's a possible one. So if we look at this, it is a possibility that it's finished here, but I'd rather see one more leg down, then a wave 4 up, and then another wave 5 down, and then we have another chance to reverse from there, because it would put another low in place. What we need to see then, and that's not, you can't really make that call yet, if this is already the completion of this fifth wave of 3, which would then be resulting in another wave 4 up and a 5 down to finish off the overall bear market. Or is this really only the first wave of that green wave 5? That's what we need to see. It depends a little bit on how how far extended we are down, but what I can tell you, there's currently no evidence that we have finished the downtrend. The triangle is also not yet broken. If we go up from here now and break above the wave 2 high, then we are basically still in the range, because we've never broken below the B wave low. So at the moment, it's all pointing to the direction we are heading down, but it's not confirmed yet by because we've basically stopped here. We haven't broken below the B wave low. So pointing to the downside at the moment, I am going to focus on the downside as long as we stay below the most recent swing high, which is at 33.2 cents, which would be the wave 2 high. Again, if we go above that, it would invalidate this imminent impulse to the downside. Would it be bullish? Not really. Yeah, not really. It wouldn't be bullish, because even if we go up from here, there's plenty of bearish options that are still possible on the chart. So to be honest, it wouldn't really do anything. We could be a little bit more bullish, but it was also, I wouldn't really want to use the word bullish, if we break above the C wave high, and invalidation of the triangle will really only occur as soon as we get above 38 cents, the wave A high. So if we push higher from here, for me it would only be an A, B, C pattern, and we put a C wave in for a wave 4, which would then eventually still result in a move down. So the overall structure of ADA at the moment is not bullish yet. No evidence we have bottomed yet, and yeah, the trend is actually further down. The indicators here, if you take a look at the indicators, there is some short-term consolidation now expected, because we came into the oversold range after that strong move down here today. but that's only on the 1 hour chart. So the 1 hour is finding, well, you could say it's sort of stopped going down because it's been oversold. On the 4 hour chart, however, as you can see, there's still space for further downside. We had a bearish cross on the RSI. Let me zoom in a bit. Oops. The MACD on the 4 hour is possibly putting in a bearish crossover. It's a bit too early to say that, but it looks like that. That could also increase downside momentum. And on the daily, we don't really have the effect yet. Here we are slowly recovering, reducing negative momentum, but the MACD line is still going down. They haven't really reversed yet, these lines. And yeah, also the daily is still in the bearish range. So there is not really, it's not pushing to the upside here on the daily. So all of that is currently pointing to the downside for me. Again, we see a little bit of sideways movement. So if I look at the indicators, compare that to the price action at the moment, at least, this looks rather corrective. It's sideways consolidation. Sideways consolidation if we are in an oversold range and we don't really see a bullish reaction, like a strong recovery, that rather would confirm sideways. Well, it confirms continuation to the downside because we have been oversold. So the market tries to bring those indicators up, but not with a price, rather through sideways consolidation, and that would rather that shows that not enough buyers are coming in. The selling is exhausted for now, but the buyers aren't really coming in, so it rather would suggest a continuation to the downside. That's how I see it at the moment. Again, I gave you the key resistance levels from which we can be a bit more bullish, but with ADA at the moment it's all pointing still to the downside, unfortunately. Yeah, which is an amazing time to stake your ADA. Just joking. But if you really want to delegate your ADA, feel free to support our staking pool that we only set up like one week ago, 10 days ago. We only made you aware, I think last weekend. It is now at around, we're now in an epoch where I think we are not generating rewards yet, but possibly from the next epoch, we are going to generate rewards. That just has to do with the, the timing when the delegations came in. But, the staking pool is growing, and yeah, it's a great time to maybe put your ADA from an exchange onto maybe the Yoroi wallet, one of the recommended wallets, and maybe connect them even to your ledger, and then you can delegate your ADA from there. There is luckily no lockup period with ADA, so you can always access your ADA. They're not sent anywhere, you're just delegating. You still have full control over your ADA, and that's the great thing with ADA. When you delegate or stake, it's not locked. You always have access to your ADA. So that is really good. That's different from other blockchains where it's actually locked. There's a lockup period. So yeah, this is an advantage. And if you like to support more crypto online, then feel free to delegate to our stake pool. You can find the link to the pool as well as to videos where it's explained how you can actually delegate your ADA. You can find those links in the video description. So yeah, hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.